Foremost means more. More training, more information, more ways to grow your business. Find out what Foremost can mean for you at foremostagent.com. Click on Foremost Means More.
During an interview at this year's PLUS D&O Symposium, Richard Levick, an expert in crisis communication and brand management, shared his views on what insurance company officers and directors can do to improve their brands and prepare for future crises in this interview with Carrier Management Susanne Sclafane.
Well, I don't know if you can move beyond social media to improve your brands. It is how people get their information today. It's part of it. I think for individual board members, Martha Stewart says, and I don't follow everything that Martha Stewart says, particularly her stock tips, but I think that when Martha Stewart says spend 10 minutes a day on Twitter, it's really helpful. It gets you comfortable. Twitter has value. It's today's news service. It's going to be tomorrow's video news service. So just get comfortable with it. Use it to track, see what's hot in terms of what's being followed on hashtags. Get to know a few of the high authority bloggers and read them just as you do with your favorite columnists. But I think those things are helpful in getting our feet a little bit wet. And from there, we can start to think, I think the most critical thing is think like the customer. What does the customer care about? Apple has changed the world. Apple has changed the world, and think about how remarkable that is. Apple was shut out of the business environment by IBM. And what did they do? They went to the early adopters. They went to kids. And now they control the phone and the tablet, and to the extent that it's still alive, the laptop industry. A remarkable accomplishment. But they always thought like the customer. The first company to have their brand on the outside of the computer. Their stores are entirely different. Everyone carries their own cash register with their iPhone. Everyone is a stock clerk expert, as well as having their own individual expertise. They completely remodeled the way stores exist. It's all about the customer experience. Tell me, how different are banks today? What is it like to have an experience with your insurance company? Every time that I make a call to a utility, to an insurance company, to a bank, and I'm placed on hold and it's the automatic phone, I know that someone in London or New York said, we can save millions by not having human operators. And I'm thinking how much it cost companies because there's not the opportunity for human interaction. And in this age of transparency, people demand the human interaction. If we look at a model, Amazon, 10 years ago, every quarter people said that company is not making any money, and that's all they said. And they have transformed so many industries, starting with books and music, that they remade the customer experience. And I think what boards need to ask is the question of why. Why are we in business? Profit is not enough. Why? Because customers and shareholders today demand to know why. No one looks at Apple and says, it's in the money-making business. Apple's part of our religion. It defines who we are. It's part of me. Talk about an extraordinary buffer from crisis and turning your customers into evangelists. That's where we need to go. When a problem occurs, the criticism fills the vacuum, and that becomes the entire conversation. When I talk about controlling the narrative, we need to anticipate what the discussion is and look for ways through search engine marketing, search engine optimization, use of hashtag, use of video, use of photos in social media to make people feel good about our brand in peacetime and anticipate the problems in crisis.